You know, many people today want to maintain a certain degree of privacy of ownership, and that's understandable in today's society. Hi, I'm your host, Attorney Michael Potter, and in this segment, we're going to look carefully at the Real Estate Privacy Trust. Now, just because you want to maintain some privacy about the real estate that you own, that doesn't necessarily mean you're trying to hide anything. Maybe you're just trying to protect yourself from identity theft. Identity theft happens so frequently in today's society that you have to take steps to protect your privacy, including the privacy of your real estate. Not only is it important to protect yourself from identity theft, but you also want to protect yourself from the general public knowing everything about you. That might put you and your loved ones in a vulnerable position. So if you are an investor in real estate or you have any ownership of property that you just want to keep out of the general public knowledge, the use of a real estate privacy trust could prove very useful. What is a real estate privacy trust and how does it work? It is generically a land trust, but it must be written by an attorney who knows what they're doing and is updated on the changes that have occurred in what states allow for land trusts and how it can function in combination with other elements of your estate plan and asset protection planning. With the Real Estate Privacy Trust, you're able to keep your name off of the public record, and title is held in the name of a trustee who is a fiduciary to you and has the authority to transfer title, but only when you give them written direction under a power of direction letter. Other than that, the trustee has no power. They can only do what you tell them under the terms of the trust and under a power of direction letter, and they cannot take direction from anybody other than you. Now, the trustee does hold legal title. That way, your name is not on the property, even if the tax benefits flow through to you. By having the tax benefits in your name, where they flow through the trust, then you have the benefit of the depreciation and the property taxes and other costs associated with managing that investment real estate. Now, of course, you're going to want to pick someone that you really do feel has the integrity and the personal honor to follow the terms of the trust. Many times I suggest that you use a relative or a best friend with a different last name. So for example, let's say that you have a sibling that has a different last name, but you trust them. Well, that person could go on legal title as trustee of the 123 Main Street Real Estate Trust. So let's say that your sister is the trustee of your real estate privacy trust. What does she have the power to do? Well, she doesn't have the power to go out and get loans or mortgages against the property, for example, and she can't transfer the property without specific written authority from you. The trustee merely holds legal title for your privacy. Now, when I draft a real estate privacy trust for a client, I often recommend that they have a first choice, a second choice, and possibly a third choice as successor trustees, so that in the event something happens to your first choice of trustee, say they become disabled or pass away, then your second choice can step in. In the event that something happens to the second choice, your third choice can step in. Of course, Just like with the first choice, you want people that you feel comfortable will follow your instructions and have the personal honor and integrity to do what the trust directs them to do. Now, the real estate privacy trust I often use in combination with other entities. For example, if I've got a real estate investor who holds several different properties and wants to keep their costs down, we'll use a real estate privacy trust to own those properties, with the beneficial interest passing to a limited liability company for better asset protection. The state of Nevada, for example, has a superior LLC law, which has a certain type of protection that other states don't have. It's called the sole remedy statute. By combining these two, you get the best of personal financial privacy as to the ownership of your real estate, and you have a measure of asset protection from lawsuits by using the Nevada LLC. The sole remedy provision in the state of Nevada gives you a higher degree of protection because it severely limits the number of remedies that a creditor would have. That means that the only thing they can do is to go with the sole remedy of a charging order. Is the real estate privacy trust appropriate in all circumstances? No, it's not. But it is one of the ways in which you can hold title to real estate and assure yourself of a degree of privacy. By combining the real estate privacy trust with an LLC, now you have both privacy and asset protection, and it works with your estate plan so that upon your eventual death, the property passes to the heirs that you want to receive that property. Well, as usual, I've given you a lot to think about. This is Attorney Michael Potter. If you have questions, I look forward to hearing from you.